calls me Bhaiya, which means a brother in our plain language. That means I have to serve him with the proper care. No jokes, no back answer, only care. So this to understand with him, it took me nearly 45 years. So I thought like it's a long time to understand one relationship. Like he's my biological father. So it took me 45 years to understand. So relationship to be understood in a proper way, to be served and taken care. So thus we are lucky that our acharyas and guru, even shastras, has spoon feeded us like how to serve and love the Lord and devotees. Just I can share an example of Srila Prabhupada. One of a South Indian scholar came to Prabhupada in evening when he was sitting in veranda. I think it was in New York only. I don't know the exact thing, but he said, Swamiji, your disciple doesn't know how to recite slokas in the proper hymns and pronunciation also. So Srila Prabhupada asked the so-called scholar, do you know the essence of Bhagavad Gita? He was unable to answer to Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada asked Saraswati, a devotee child who was playing nearby, who is Krishna? Saraswati? Saraswati replied, Krishna is a supreme God and we are the servant. Srila Prabhupada told the scholar that this is little girl. He knows the essence of Bhagavad Gita, but she doesn't know any shloka. So the essence of Bhagavad Gita is important, not shlokas or recitation. As in Chaitanya Charitamrit, Madhya Lila, the chapter comes 20, shloka number 108. It says that Jive re Swarup hoye Krishna re Nityadas. The living entity is eternally the servant of the Lord, and thus, when he engages himself in the service of the Lord, in all the respect, he enjoys the perfection of the life. Let it be, it's a very small thing, but it says a very deep meaning. The living entity is eternally the servant of the Lord, and thus, when he engages himself, the main important is when he engages himself in the service of the Lord in all the respect, he enjoys the perfection of the life. So, the perfection of the life is to serve the Lord. The same thing is also said or mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, ninth canto, chapter and 48 sloka about Maharaja Khatwanga, where he has advanced spiritually by serving the Lord and his servants, and he has elevated to a better spiritual life. And if one wants to advance more and understand better, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us the three stages. It's a very important stage. I think it can be used in personal life, it can be used in business life, it can be used in professional life, everywhere. The three stages are Sambandha Gyan, Abhidhe Gyan, and Prayojana. So, what I try to learn is Sambandha, the Lord is Radha Madan Mohan. So, it is said that Madan Mohan, like we are always attracted in this world to Cupid or many other things. So, Madan Mohan, Madan, we are attracted to the Madan. But who can attract Madan is Radha Madan Mohan. So, we have to serve him, and the Acharya which has been allotted for this is Sanatan Goswami. And the prayer is Jaitam Surto Pango, Mam Manda Matargati, Mat Sarvanam, Pradam Bhoja, Radham Madan Mohan. In layman language, if I want to say, is Gyan means knowledge of relationship. So whenever the Gyan comes, the knowledge of relationship, the Sambandha means knowledge of relationship. You should have knowledge of every relationship. Let it be as a someone is getting engaged or someone wants to marry. First, he want to understand. The relationship has to be understand. So that is Sambandha we have to. And once that they are mature, they get married, then it's called Abhidhe. You have come for a relationship and now you are getting engaged. This is real. Abhiday. Abhiday means in we have to do something, or it's like serve or process. And the prayer is the goal. The goal for the Krishna conscious is like you have to serve everyone, but first we have to serve the Lord, or the Lord is the center. But still, I would like to clarify on Sambandha, because if someone is not clear by Sambandha Gyan is not clear, then he cannot, Abhiday is also not useful, even the goal is not clear. So, like we can pray to Radha Madan Mohan. He will help us to understand our relationship with the Lord. Once we are clear about our Sambandha Gyan, then only we can progress in the spirituality. For example, we have to love God, we have to be friendly with devotees, we have to be compassionate toward the living entities, and to have distance from the envious person. These are the basic sambandha which has been provided us by acharyas, Vedas, or we can say Shastra, and even our Guru Maharaj. Here we have come to establish our relationship with the Lord. So if we only love the Lord and are friendly with two devotees, then it will work. It won't work if we don't love our devotee. Or devotee can justify like saying that giving water to the root is sufficient. So no need to love the devotees. We can just serve the Lord. But it's not true. Our beloved Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj says, if you want to water the root, but if there is no soil around the tree, how will it the roots will hold the water? His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj says, devotees are like soil, which will help to hold water and the tree to grow. Thus, if we want to love the God, then he means we should be friendly with the devotees. So, like devotees friendly, there is a sloka in NOI which says, Dadati prati granati, guhyamti akya pachati, bhungte bhujaite chaiva, sadvidam priti lakshana. This has been decoded in a very, very simple way by Rup Goswami. Like, we should give gifts, accept gifts, we should tell our heart openly to devotee. We should listen to their conversation when they are saying. And even the best part I like is we should share our prasad with them, Mahaprasad with them, and we should accept prasad and the Mahaprasad. So this is what I think it helps us to grow. And our Guru Maharaj is always, always, always emphasizing the relationship with devotees, or he tells devotee care. Each and every devotee, like I can recall when we were having a uh, initiation time. So Maharaj has told us. I try to remember that. Like I am initiating you, and you will be my disciple. So you know what is your role as a disciple. Maharaj told us that you are like a newlywed lady groom. When she goes to a new house, the relationship in that house, everyone is so important. Even the child who is been born or who's going to come in that family, you have to respect that. So he told that a newly wedded groom will always respect each and every. He will not. She will not respect only the husband, wife, or even we say uh, in-laws, but she has to respect every, even a child who's going to born in that family. We have to respect him. So this is what the best part I like of Guru Maharaj is. He always emphasized on devotee care. So that's why the Sambandha Gyan is so important. Once you are clear about your Sambandha, then only. I think I can recall like Starbucks, a company which sells coffee in, I think in Pune also I have seen that. So they used to tell that we are not selling coffee. We are helping you to deal and we are just providing you the coffee. So that's what. So they were very clear about their goal. They give the space to sit there. They even they even ask you like you have to take off. But the coffee is very costly. I think it's 500 or 600 in India. but they give you the space and all. So like their goal was clear. So any life, like if I tell professional, personal, everywhere. Even I think I've just gone through the book of Gaur Kumar Prabhu, which I've only means taken only first story. In that also I find that there was Sambandha, Abhidhay and Prayojan. Like Prabhuji first, he started the Sambandha regarding that, the story how she used to keep the bag and she used to put the problems and solve. But at the end of the provision was that key, without God you cannot resolve anything. So that was the prayojan. So prayojan is very important. Like sambandha, abhide. In plain language, I can say like sambandha means to know or janiye. In Hindi, it will be say janiye. And abhide means to do, kariye. And prayojan means to achieve, paiye. So we can say janiye, kariye, paiye. In very simple language, janiye, kariye, paiye. Or we can say to know, to do, to achieve. So this is how the sambandha has to be clear. Then only the abhidhay will be there. Then the prayojan. I think in sixth Ashtakam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has told 1 to 5 is a sambandha gyan. Then 6 to 8 it is a abhidhay. And prayojan entire sixth Ashtakam. It's a prayojan. So the prayojan is for us, it's a Krishna prem. So that is how it works. So in every part of life, this sambandha gyan, abhidhay, and prayojan will work. So you have to apply it how and where. But this gyan has been given us for long time, long back by our acharyas. So that's the most important. Now I can tell you abhidhay gyan means a process or a path to achieve the goal. The acharya is Rup Goswami and the deities are Radha Govind Dev. And the prayer is Divyad Vrindavana Kalpa Drumada Srimad Ratnaga Sinhasanastu Srimad Padam Sila Govinda Deva Preshtavi Sevyam Anusam. In simple language, it's I can say it's a role and responsibility. Like what role you are playing and what is the responsibility. So Abhidhay is role and responsibility. The Rup Goswami has given us the law book for it, nectar of instruction, nectar of devotion. If one follows it properly, will achieve the goal of Krishna prema. Abhiday means seva. Like once I have asked a senior, like suppose I have to do seva and I have to chant. So what is the important? So he told me like it's like a dal and rice. We cannot have only rice. We cannot have only dal. So dal and rice has to be taken. So whenever we pray or whenever we say do japamala, we ask Radharani to give us the seva, and the seva comes. So he told that both are important, but like as we have been initiated, we have been uh, promised to our Guru Maharaj that we will complete our chanting. So we have to give priority for chanting, but seva is also important. Seva will help us to travel to this from material world to spiritual world. So like most of them, whenever we say प्रभु जी कुछ सेवा है, तो बोलते हैं नहीं नहीं प्रभु मेरा माला बाकी है. So that's not the reason, but seva is also important. We are asking for the seva, and when seva comes, we should never say no. So this is also very important. Like abhide, like we have been asking, the sambandh is clear. We have been chanting for so long, and we are asking for the seva. So seva has to be done. And same thing, provision is a goal, means goal. And to achieve the goal, there are also deity. It's called Gopinath. And the Acharya is Madhu Pandit. Madhu Pandit, I think, uh, he's a disciple of Gadadhar. And the prayer is Sriman Ras Rasarambi, Vamsi Vata Tatastita, Krishna Venu Save Nirgopi, Gopinatha Shriya. which help us to achieve the goal, which is Krishna Prem. So, like overall, we can know that the simple, all the gyan we have taken, it's like to know oneself. It means to know the Supreme, to know the Prakriti, and to know each other. So, if you want to know each other, we have to give some time. We have to listen to them. We have to be with them. Same thing with the Supreme. We have to serve Him in the mode which we have in. And Prakriti is also important. And if we forget, like, we will love everyone, but we will not love ourselves. So it's not good. We should love ourselves first, and then we will love the Lord, even with the Prakriti and the others. So I think this is the topic which I have been decoded. I think I've not decoded proper. It's like a vast one, but still I try to decode for myself. I hope that I've been satisfied by the seva allotted to me. Hope if any correction or you can elaborate or any suggestion, please, we are open so that we can discuss more. I think it's a very short one, but next time I will try to see that I complete in the time and everything. So we can have some suggestions, question, or if anyone can elaborate it. So be free and please help me to do decode.
Hari Bol Prabhuji. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Dayanidhi Krishna Prabhu. That was wonderful how you talked about Sambandha, Abhidheya, and Prayojan, and also Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttama devotees also. Very, very nicely you spoke about decoding and brilliant class, Prabhuji. Very nice. Short and sweet, but you covered the essence of Krishna consciousness. I also liked what you said about seva and sadhana. Like when we are chanting and somebody comes and asks for seva, we say no, mala bacha hai," and yeah. So it's so thank you for giving us these examples and also about Saraswati. I'm so glad that you mentioned about Malti Mataji's daughter Saraswati, and that was also very sweet. But our Saraswati has a question for you, Prabhu. So she's going to ask you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so when you said that जब माला करते हैं when you're chanting और कोई आके बोलता है कि someone comes and says that oh सेवा है and we are like oh no I have my rounds left. So you are saying that every time if I'm chanting and someone asks for a seva, I should leave my rounds and prioritize that. Like, are you saying that I should prioritize the seva over my rounds?
No. Saraswati, our Guru Maharaj has told that we should complete our rounds. Once I can recall, like someone asked Maharaj, ki, Maharaj, this person has passed away, and what will be his gati now? So Maharaj asked me what time he has passed. So they told it was like somewhere like in noon, 12 o'clock afternoon. So Guru Maharaj asked, does he has completed his 16 round in the morning? So the person or the relative, he told, yes, he has completed. Then it's gati. So thing is that we should complete our round early morning. Try to, if you have a seva or something, but try to complete your rounds. This should be not a reason for not doing the seva, because we are asking for the seva, and when the seva comes and we say no, Prabhuji, abhi to mera mala baki hai. So we are at a, like, whether to say leave the seva or we have to leave the chanting. So we have to chant first. That is our priority, because we are promised our Guru Maharaj that we will chant not in Brahma Muhurat, but it's a priority. Like I can say, Maharaj says something. My personal instruction to every devotee is that always chant your 16 round attentively. So we can attentively do our chanting round in morning, not while working, while traveling, while when we come after work. So I will not say that you have to complete. You can take your time, but seva time is a special time. I have been asking for so long that I want seva, and when seva comes, I will tell nahi, Prabhu ji, abhi to mera mala baki hai. So it's like awkward for him to tell, okay, okay, now you don't do chanting and you do the seva. So we have to prioritize that chanting is completed in morning and full day is for the seva. Like I've heard many people like we are say Kirtaniya Sadahari, like Kirtaniya Sadahari. So we will not do bhajan for 24 hours. So I don't know, recall the name of the Maharaj, but Maharaj told if you do your chanting 16 rounds in early morning, and when you go for work also, that is also Kirtaniya Sadhari. So once you complete your round in the morning, that means full day, whatever you do, karmi work, personal work, professional work, that is Kirtaniya Sadhari. So I would suggest complete your round first and
थोड़ा
be
backfire.
available for the seva. Hello?
हाँ, I said ये question थोड़ा backfire हो गया मुझ पे, but
No, it's not a backfire. It's not a backfire. See, whenever we ask question and we get the answer, that doesn't mean it's a backfire.
mm,
अच्छा तो backfire, we can say, like, always ask a question. It should not be kept in the mind. You should ask question what we are here. Like I think our Srimad Bhagavatam is question. Even our Bhagavad Gita is question. So we are very, very, very open. Question and answers always. I cannot recall the name of the Maharaj, but I think he's from Durban. Whenever someone comes and asks the question, Maharaj doesn't answer it. I think Maharaj only, I think for 5 minutes or 10 minutes he tell about the Bhagavatam and the open for the question answer. And whenever someone asks the question, Maharaj like to get the answer from the same person only. Means the person who has asked the question, he will answer the question. So Maharaj says when someone asks the question, the answer is with that person only, but he is not able to understand. Again, I will tell Sambandha Avide Prayojan. So you have to, before asking, first we have to see that what we are able to understand. If we are not able to understand, then you can ask. So I am open for question answer. I am not that knowledgeable. I am not experienced, but I will try to answer. And I am happy that if I am not able to answer any question, His Grace Gaur Kumar Prabhu is there for me to save. I think I have satisfied Saraswati.
yeah. It's the
Hope
answer
so.
actually. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, beautiful class. I learned so much from your class. It was so practical and so easy to understand. Now I have a question for you,
Yeah, Prabhu.
Prabhuji. So sometimes when we, of course we should do our mala, we should, chant our rounds. And then whenever, whenever we are approached, we should also do seva. But
Yes.
sometimes there are family priorities that come in, and then we have to take care of the family as well, and we feel, at least it happens to me, we feel very awkward to give an excuse, saying,
Okay.
and so how do you handle this, and how have you also, has
Yeah.
these situations comes to everybody, and how to handle this, Prabhuji?
Yes. I can try to answer it from Prabhupada's example. Like I don't know the name of the devotee. Uh, she used to serve, I think, in deities, and her yeah, smaller child was also with them. So she has kept the child aside and she was serving for the deities. So Prabhupada came to know. So Prabhupada tell, okay, no. Your first priority is your son. He's the living God. You have to serve. He's a devotee. He's coming up devotee. So if you serve him properly, the Lord will be happy because you are taking care of a devotee. The same thing. Our family is also a devotee. So we have to take care of them also. And we cannot say like, see, we say like we have to do seva. Seva doesn't mean it's a escape from our home. First, we have to take care of a home as a grasta. We have to take care of a home, and then we can do the seva. Like I can recall one of our brahmachari when he was a brahmachari, and for some reason he got married, and he used to meet me always. But once he called up from Tirupati and he told me, Dayanidhi Prabhu, I want to say thank you. So, बोला, but I have not helped you for a long time. बोले, no, no, no. Today I have understood a grasta, because when I was a brahmachari, I used to come up early morning, do my seva, and full day. We have some seva, but it's like we are free for doing reading and everything, everything. So I've been not working for a long time. But after when I came, because of my priority, I have to get married and serve my father and mother at my native place. So for me to do sadhana and to go for a work 8 hours and come back and again very enthusiastically do serving at uh, temple, I find it's a very great thing, and I want to thank you for that. So I thought, why? So, well, no, no, I can feel now that a grasta has so many difficulties, and still he's coming up for the seva. So it's a very important, Prabhuji. Like you have to prioritize, but I can say you have to take care of your family also. And no, malas. I'm not telling that everyone should in the morning. Like I say, जैसे मुस्लिम में 5 टाइम नमाज पढ़ते हैं, we can do that also. We can divide in 5 टाइम. Like milestone. I always say कि इतना बड़ा गोल मत रखो, छोटा गोल होना चाहिए. So we can break it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can break up that also. But still, I have heard like if you do your maximum mala, like 10 malas in early morning, and you go for seva. Sometimes I find a problem like early morning we have to go for seva. I used to do seva like cooking for Lord in the morning. So I have to sometime reach at 6:30. So I used to try to complete my mala early morning, but if it's not done, still I used to chant my maximum round first, then go for the seva, and after that, even brahmacharis sometimes they have a uttan seva for the Lord here, so which is at 3:30. So you can imagine for him to get up at 2:30 and do the mala, and then so they go first do the seva and then they do their malas. So I think I have answered, or you need it to be more clear.
Abso- No, no, absolutely, Prabhu. You have answered it so nicely. Thank you. This has become very, very clear. Thank you,
So
Prabhuji.
seva is also important. Like I've told in my here, it's like dal and rice. So dal is also important. Rice is also. We can't have only dal or we can't have only rice. So both are thing has to be balanced. But still, I can tell prioritize amala because that we have promised our Guru Maharaj. And if we break that, I think it's not good. So we have to try to be attentively on mala and then the seva. But I will tell the seva will help us to travel from the material world to spiritual world. Like I have heard in the lecture, seva is like a stimulator. Here we are doing deity worship or any other seva, like a pilot. He practiced on stimulator, and once he perfect, he flies the aircraft. So again, I can say here it's a stimulator. So practice here and fly the flight in Goloka. So that's what I would like to. I think I'm not telling much more because I do seva and I like people to do more seva. Like if I am in temple roaming around, people will say, "अरे दयानिधि आ गए सेवा में लगा लेंगे अपने को." That's why. Yes, the name is Bhakti Priyad Bhagavatam Swami. Thank you, Jagannath Prabhu, of that Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Does anybody else have any questions? Jagannath Gopal Prabhu, you wanted to say
What
something?
about ghee rice? Seva is like a stimulator practice here and spiritual. Ghee rice, I can say ghee. It's like following our Guru Maharaj instruction. That is ghee. Rice is there, but ghee is like following our spiritual master's uh, instruction is like ghee. I think Saraswati can recall ghee rice because one of my friends' mom, she used to feed her ghee and rice.
Jai.
Sorry, Prabhu.
Vamshidhar
Anything
Gopal.
more?
Yes, Prabhu. Can I?
Yes, Prabhu, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Dayanidhi Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, I mean, your years of sadhana and bhakti shines through your Vani. That's what I felt. And really difficult topic you dealt, like Sambandha, Abhidhaya, Prayojan, and you explained those to us in very simple terms, especially that Janna, Chahana, or Pana, right? It
जानिए
was,
करिए पाइए.
जानिए करिए अभी there is करिए you do like the activity you need to engage in that loving devotional activity and पाइए then you achieve
Yeah.
prema. Very easy to understand, Prabhu. Thank you so much for explaining in that way. And
Sorry,
then
Prabhu, this is not my spiritual experience. I've been working in bank, so I was working with ICICI Bank. So always the tagline was in Hindi. So that's why I thought जानिए करिए पाइए.
yeah, it made a lot of sense to me, Prabhu. So really, I really connected. And the example that you gave, like how it took you like 45 years to understand your father. So when it comes to Krishna, like I mean, that's how I understood it. That we have. I think my relationship with my father is also like that in some way. Right? Took long time to like understand. But then our relationship with Krishna, how patient we have to be and how like resilient we have to be and practice sincerely so that we can really decode that relationship and then perform devotional service. So that's how I understood, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Yes,
And that
Prabhu,
was
I
really.
can tell you like relationship with dad. I've been very much near to my dad at the end, not at start.
Mhm,
But I can say every father right now, like Prabhuji called, or I've seen that in the lecture. It was said Saraswati's father or
mhm,
Diya's father. I would like
mhm,
to address like Diya's father, Saraswati father, because no Dayanidhi. I'm
mhm,
father of both of them. So I will be very much happy. So father is always happy to see his son grow, and son is always has happy that his father passed peacefully. So this is how it works. The relationship is for me. It's a very important, and I say like my biological father is my dad, and my spiritual father is His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj. I have
right.
a what do we say? Uh, put it like it's written father and photo of Guru Maharaj. So
Mhm,
it's
mhm.
like a father figure to me. So
Certainly.
I think
Certainly.
you has been very good relationship with your father, but I think everyone it takes time to understand.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like it's very good relationship, but like there was a lot of formality till now, but now it's like friendly also. So that, in that sense, I was talking. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Bro. I think what you are telling now,
Mm.
still I think you have a good relationship with your father. It's sometimes we are not able to understand. That's what. So I
Yeah.
think I was also having a good relationship with my father, but I was not able to understand. But when I came to Krishna conscious, it helps me to understand my parents better. It helped me to understand my wife better. It helped me to understand my daughter better. Even it helped me to understand my friends and relative better. So I think the basic is if you love God, you will love everyone.
Amazing, Prabhu. Yeah, Yasmin Tushte Jagat Tushta, right?
Yes,
It
yes.
helps
I'm
decode
not much good
everything.
at
Yeah.
Sanskrit or the shlokas, but
Yeah.
I can tell you in a simple language. That's what.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. That is very
Thank you,
effective.
Prabhu.
Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Dayanidhi
Krishna.
Krishna Prabhu. Uh,
Yes, Prabhu.
yeah, as I just want to echo everyone's words, uh, the appreciation that everyone gave. It was a power-packed class, small, sweet, and so much to learn. I especially loved that you mentioned how Radhanath Maharaj he explains the watering the root analogy, right? We often think that watering the root means watering the root and then serving others. We take it as watering the leaves, and then Prabhupada said, "Oh, you need not water the leaves and stem and separately. Just water the root, and everybody will be happy, right?" But then this analogy that Maharaj gave, that devotees are different in
Sorry.
the sense that they are the soil around the tree. And whatever water we give to the tree, the soil needs to hold it. Similarly, whatever devotion, love we offer to the Lord, actually, it's essential that we do it through devotees so that it has the most impact, it is most pleasing to the Lord. So that was such a wonderful analogy you shared, because that totally shifts the way you see this analogy. Otherwise, it's just watering the root, and then we in that whole in that whole pursuit of watering the root, we also ignore the other people around us, devotees around us. So that was a very wonderful example. So I wanted to ask Prabhu, um, whether you personally have been in challenging situations in your life in terms of devotee relationships. You don't have to get into specifics, but in general,
Yeah,
would you recommend some sort of a framework, some tips on how to navigate such situations?
yes. I have been because when we stay in temple, we
Mhm.
come across many things like even grasta, brahmachari, ashram. So for me also, it is very difficult to understand sometimes. But as Maharaj told, you will find everything in my lecture. Like we have heard, like if you go through Srimad Bhagavatam, you will find every answer. So I used to think, यार ये क्या है? Or first I can tell you, like when I came to Krishna conscious, like when I come, the people used to say, कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, चांट करो. कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, चांट करो. ये क्या पागल है? अरे प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम है, चांट करने से थोड़ी जाएगा.
Mhm.
प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम में ये नहीं जाएगा ना. वी हैव टू हैंडल दैट प्रॉब्लम.
Yeah.
So same thing, like when we find it like difficulties with devotees, so it has to be deeply understood or someone else has to be decoded for us. Like if I am in the situation, I'm not able to understand it. So always we have to take a help who is above. Like I can say, like Abhimanyu, he was in Chakravyuh, he was not able to understand. But if someone outside could have guided him, he should have come out. So the same thing, when we find difficulties with devotees, we have to discuss with someone else and we have to come out. Like I can recall a reason, like in I think in between there were many brahmacharis, they got married, and I was to pick up some tulsi for daily seva for Kuj Bihari from Khadki. I used to go daily morning. That Prabhuji's son was also a brahmachari in Parsarthi. But they find it very difficult to understand this thing. They ask me, अरे आप तो मंदिर में रहते हैं, ये कैसे हो रहा है? इतने डिवोटीज बाहर जा रहे हैं, क्या हो रहा है? So I also thought that I tried to speak to many seniors, but I was not getting the answer. But I got the answer in one of the lecture where it says कि इतना बड़ा यूनिवर्सिटी है, उसमें क्या लोग फेल होने से यूनिवर्सिटी बंद हो जाता है क्या? तो सेम थिंग when we come across many devotees, like we say, like it's a karma. When we like अगर वो डिवोटी हमको दुख दे रहा है तो अपने कर्मा है, वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. बट इट्स नॉट दैट वे ऑल्सो. इन प्रैक्टिकल वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट द सिचुएशन दैट डिवोटी इज. Sometimes that devotee is in distress, that's why he's behaving with us. It's not karma only, but we have to understand him also. We have to put ourselves in his position first, and then we are able to understand. And there will be many difficulties in devotees world, you will find it, and we have come across. I will not specific some reason, like I have sometime find very difficult to answer also. Sometime I am at a wrong end, sometime they were at a wrong end, but still Maharaj says, or we have that analogy, the fan is on. When we put off the button of the fan, still the fan is moving. So our anarthas will not leave us. Like we have different devotees, or we hota rehne wala hai. Means like there will be difficulties. I will not say कि you will not find, yeah, bhakti is a very smooth. We will be very good at relationship with all the devotees. Not. Sometimes even I've heard Maharaj saying that कि you don't think that I have good relation with everyone. Maharaj told कि some sannyasi, he was not able to do seva with him for a long time. So we find it like we are human beings, and we also find it like to handle it.
Thank
I
you.
think I've answered your question.
Absolutely, Prabhu. Wonderful. Thank you.
I don't think so. I think I've just told you what I have learned and heard. I think,
And applied.
yeah. No, no. Apply, I'm not able to apply much. I think I will tell you one thing that I sometimes recall myself. I should have heard my seniors now. I should have now a very good devotee. Because when His Grace Rasamrit Gaur Prabhu, my counselor, he has given me many instructions. But once he has given me instruction, apply tilak on your body. Your body is a temple and you should apply. Then he told me in a plain language, अगर आप तिलक अप्लाई करेंगे तो आपका बॉडी मंदिर होगा और आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा, आपको प्रोटेक्ट करेंगे. एंड फ्रॉम दैट डे आई हैव स्टार्टेड and I'm doing wonders. So I think I've only followed his one instruction. I'm here. And same thing, I think Lalit Madhav Prabhu, His Grace Lalit Madhav Prabhu is a brahmachari at a temple. Once he told me, like I used to tell me, अरे प्रभु जी हम बाहर जाते हैं बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है, फिर बाद में इधर आते हैं भक्तों के साथ अलग लाइफ लगता है, बाहर कुछ अलग है अंदर कुछ अलग है, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मैं डुअल जैसा दोहरा जीवन जी रहा हूँ, बाहर कुछ अलग हुआ और अंदर कुछ अलग है. Then he told me an analogy regarding that cobra and mongoose. Mongoose will always fight with the cobra where there is a herb which he goes and smell and come back and fight, because the mongoose is not that powerful. The cobra is powerful, but mongoose always fight with him, go back, smell the herbs and again come and fight and kill the cobra. So that's why he told कि आप बाहर जाओ सब करो, आओ इधर भक्तों से मिलो, थोड़ा संग करो, and you are safe. So I told the reflection is here, what I have heard from my all of them. Nothing is my own here.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions? I think we are more than the time.
No, we do have time, Prabhu. Yeah. So, dear devotees, if there are any more questions you want to ask Prabhuji, or just in general, if you want to get to know him more as a
Yeah,
devotee, as
that's
a
good.
very senior Vaishnava, please ask.
Nothing.
So,
I was expecting some question from Jagannath Prabhu.
I was the one who asked you, Prabhu, about the how did you deal with difficulties in devotee relationships?
Yeah, but I've heard long about you because you have been in voice in Pune. I've shown your photograph to so many Brahmins. अरे ये तो हमारा आदमी है ऐसा बोलते थे.
No, yeah,
So
kind
whenever I
of.
see something,
Yeah,
so
no,
they always praise you.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Prabhu. They
So
always praise you.
thank you, Prabhu, thank you. Good to know. So actually, my journey also began at Radhakunj Bihari Temple. So we have that in common for sure. So yeah,
We have many things common. We have Saraswati in common.
absolutely, absolutely. Yes, yes,
We are sharing Saraswati here. So we
yes.
have common Saraswati for everyone.
Yep.
So I would like to thanks everyone. Like you have taken care of Saraswati very well. I think better than me. I can again put up an analogy. Like once a person he was to not come to the temple. So the brahmachari used to tell, अरे आप आ जाओ सेवा करो सेवा करो सेवा. नहीं मेरा फैमिली है, मेरे बच्चे को देखना है, ये देखना है, वो देखना है. तो once he told कि आप एक काम करो, आप 6 महीने के लिए गायब हो जाओ, देखो क्या होता है. So he get away from his home. The thing was that everything was taken care by the family, and when he came back, they told आप नहीं है तो अच्छा चल रहा है, आप होते तो बहुत तकलीफ था, आप नहीं आप वापस चले जाओ. So same thing is there, like. And I want to thank Gaur Kumar Prabhu for mentoring Saraswati very well and making him more Krishna conscious. Even Mataji also, both I think
She was
Anuradha Mataji also.
she was already a devotee, Prabhu, even before she came to US. So she's
Anuradha.
been an inspiration for all of us in terms of how she does seva, how she's eager to go to temple, how she decorates the temple, every seva, how she cooks also. She bakes cakes for Krishna, Radha Murlidhar. So she's been an inspiration for all of us, and she never finds faults in other devotees. Very simple and sweet devotee, Prabhuji. And we can see that she has gotten those qualities from you and Mataji. So,
I think most of them Mataji. I think she got the my quality of naughtiness or answering back. That's my quality. I think so. But all the good qualities are from my wife. She's very learned. She's very, what do we say, intellectual. But I am very blunt. and I'm, what do we say, like I used to play football. So when I was to go at the goal side, na, people used to get away. I'm very rough at handling. So that's what.
Yeah.
So I think Saraswati can answer that very well, better than me.
And so
Prabhuji, so sorry,
Yes,
what?
Pruji.
So again, Jagannath Gopal here. So, Prabhuji, so going to the parenting aspect of things, right?
Yeah.
So some of us are parents here, some of us are going to be parents soon, and some of us are, will be parents in the future. So I wanted to ask, if you had to give, the, because in coming from a place like Pune, there
Yes.
there can be a mentality that oh, my children should do this, they should attain to a certain level in bhakti, only then my grihastashram is a success, my parenthood is a success. And that mentality can arise, and that can happen. And but that's an unhealthy mentality, for sure. But then, since you're a parent and you've cultivated and brought up such wonderful children, I wanted to ask if there was one or two top, advice, points of advice that you
Yes.
wanted to give as a
Yes,
parent.
I can. Yes,
So,
yes, I can give that because I have been experienced that and I have been interacted for that also. Like Saraswati and all, that everyone is an individual. So we cannot force anything on this. Like I've been in a family where came and I was not forced to come to Krishna conscious. It's my own. So it's my path. But I cannot force on my son or daughter. Like we say, like a actor son, he's always in pressure that he should be a good actor. A doctor son, he's always that he should be a good doctor or he should become a doctor only. So same thing comes with our children also, and we have find it very practical problem here. Like most of them parents na, like they used to force. I think I've told Saraswati many times, like I don't recall the Mataji's name, but whenever she used to punish her son, she used to tell chant the round 10 round. So that person was not able to chant in his life. He tell जब भी मैं अभी chanting करता हूँ तो मुझे लगता है कि मैंने कोई पाप किया और मेरे को सजा मिल रही. So that's what we cannot force our children, and it's like a peer pressure. Like I'm a devotee, so my son should be a devotee, my daughter should be a devotee. It's nothing like that. But if we have a good example, they will become. Like many people used to tell me, अरे आप तो करते आपके बच्चे करते हैं क्या?
hmm,
But we have to give a free hand. But if we do it in a proper way, but we should not force. If it is force, it will retaliate, and that has been done in many languages. Like most of the devotees child, they are not even following Krishna conscious, and like we have some rituals in the home or we have kul deva, they are not doing that. So now they are not following even the Krishna conscious, not even that, and they have become atheist. So that's a practical problem everywhere. So that has to be handled with care, and it is a different topic. Like it's an elaborate topic, it has to be taken care. And I think, as we have told, like it should be discussed like very openly, and then only, and every individual and every case it will be different. It doesn't apply like how we tell fish has to swim in the water, a bird has to fly in air. We cannot force fish to fly and a bird to swim in the water. So that's way every case will be different, but a basic structure is there where we can discuss, and that will help us to nurture our kid, or we can make them devotees, that we can do it.
hmm.
It's a very good topic. I think uh, I am at the end because my both the daughters are now big enough. But when the childs are, we can put it when we can mold it. I can say we can mold it right now only when the children are small.
I have a follow-up question on that.
Okay.
तो जैसे होता है ना, if I get a treasure, or else let's not take treasure, let's do an analogy that you'll understand better. If you get Mahaprasad, you would
Okay.
want to share it with someone, right? Like with your loved ones. है ना?
Yes.
That's just what, like you mentioned in your point as well. So if I think about, like, Krishna is that treasure or that Mahaprasad, and I want to share it with my loved ones. And so like it's not like in the way कि मुझे force करना है ये, but मैं चाहती हूँ कि अरे वो एक बार चखे तो सही ये.
उसके लिए
तो
एक एनालॉजी है, बट इट्स अ वेरी क्रूड वन. जैसे इट्स फ्रॉम हिंदी पिक्चर. अगर हमको कोई लड़की पटाना है तो उसकी फ्रेंड को पटाओ, उसके पीछे लगो, तो वो लड़की पट जाएगी. सो ऑलवेज डोंट गिव कृष्णा डायरेक्टली टू हिम. ट्राई टू गिव कृष्णा टू समवन एल्स, देन ही फील जेलस, यार ये मुझे क्यों नहीं दे रहा है, तब दो.
wow, I don't even want to know how you got to know about this analogy.
ये आई टोल्ड यू ना कि आई विल गिव फ्रॉम एवरी फील्ड, बिकॉज आई एम अ फर्स्ट. मैं ज्यादा पिक्चर देखता था या मूवी देखता हूँ, तो कहीं ना कहीं वो भी आने वाला है. आई मे सिंग अ सॉन्ग ऑल्सो.
No, let's keep that on hold. By the way, Krishnan Prabhuji is asking, how did you meet devotees? Was your family? Well,
Means how do we meet
how did you meet
devotees?
devotees? How did you meet devotees?
I mean, this is in terms of your journey in Krishna
Yeah.
consciousness. How did you meet devotees
Oh,
like that? Yeah.
again मेरा बीच तो उधर ही है सामने. I can previously I was atheist. I was never used to follow anything. भगवान तो मैंने कभी देखा नहीं. I think till college I have not seen any God, or I was not able to understand that I'm a Hindu, because I'm a very cosmopolitan. My most of the friends are Muslims, Christians, Parsis, but they used to go for namaz and everything. I used to no go to temple and anything. I was not follow like atheist. मैं अपने मस्ती में खुद मजे में था. Then once I got, I think in my life I've been 3 times I'm been near death. So once I got jaundice, and that was a very bad condition. Even I think I have touched near when I came back. So that time I don't know how I've gone to a Shiva temple. That's called Omkareshwar in Pune. A very good temple nearby the riverbed. It's a very good temple. I don't know how I've gone there, but I was there, and I asked a person like, "ये क्या है?" So he told it's a pinda. And but I felt very like I've come to a very good, like it was divine experience. No words, no hymns, no nothing. But I find it very good there. Like it was a peaceful for me. Like I've not got that peace. लाइक आई टोल्ड ना कि सरस्वती नोज मी. जैसे मैं उसको एक एनोलॉजी बोलता हूँ, एक धड़कन पिक्चर का है. इन दैट सुनील शेट्टी, when he, I think he doesn't marry the lady, I think Shilpa Shetty, and he meets his father-in-law. Not a father-in-law, but I think he's also some Gujarati actor. वो बोलता है देखो मैं इतना अमीर बन गया, ये बन गया, ये हो है. तो ही टोल्स, तुम बदतमीज थे, बदतमीज है, बदतमीज रहेंगे. अच्छा किया मैंने मेरी लड़की आपको नहीं दिया. So that's why I was very arrogant, and still I am arrogant. Like I force my points on people still now also. So that's why I can tell you कि I was a very arrogant person, and I find peace there. कि अरे यहाँ कुछ है जो मुझे आज तक मिला नहीं. I don't know what it was. And from that day I started going to temple. Then I inquired इधर आने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए. They told कि आपको स्नान करना है. I would not say कि I'm a occasional bathing that time, but स्नान करना है, नॉनवेज नहीं खाना है, आना है, सोमवार इनका दिन है. Then I started to do that, and then I have more friend. I was very connected with friends, so they also started coming with me. Then we start fasting on Monday. Then I used to visit all the what do you say, Jyotirling. I visited Pashupatinath. Most of the Jyotirling I've completed with all of my friends. And every Shivratri we used to have a great festival and everything. So that's why being a complete Shivite. Then I came to a temple first. That time my one of my friend, he's very good, or I can say like it's a very like tu my relation with Radhesham Prabhu. So he met me at the temple in कुंज बिहारी और बोला ये प्रसाद खाना है. बोला नहीं 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 नहीं, मैं सिर्फ शिव जी का प्रसाद लेता हूँ और बाकी किसको नहीं. जब मेरा शिव जी का पूजा होता है तभी मैं प्रसाद खाता हूँ. वो बोला अरे खा ले. बोला नहीं 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 नहीं. And I've gone back. I have not come to temple. That also I've gone to the temple to take a photograph of Shiva, like that halahal. I've seen that photo in somewhere, like halahal he is drinking. For that I have gone. So nothing else. And then I came. It's a long time. And my dad, he used to put a Atma serial when Gaurang Prabhu's serial was going on. So my dad has a habit that he used to clean everything. वो टीवी रेडियो के जैसे लगाते थे बड़ा और अपना काम करते थे. So I used to heard his voice. And once Saraswati, when she was born, she was seeing this serial on the Krishna serial. And she asked me she need a photograph of Krishna. So I told, चलो ISKCON जाता हूँ और लेके आता हूँ. So it was my morning. I was to work with HDFC Bank, and I've gone there to take a photograph. But the voice of Gaurang Prabhu, which I've heard in my sleep, and that time Gaurang Prabhu was giving, but I find it very connective that time. Then I've gone, I've heard, even I've got late to go to the job. I've took the photograph, brought there. Then there was a course, know yourself. Like we have basic course for them. Start 6 layer courses there. I started going that. I find it good. Then I was like I told you, I'm very curious and I was questioning people because I was not finding relationship with Krishna and Shiva. So I was not questioning, I was challenging people. Even devotee when I used to come, they उससे भाग जाते यार ये आ गया ये कुछ उल्टा पटा पूछने वाला है. तो then His Grace Kanai Thakur Prabhu he came. He said the analogy of that rata. And I find यार यहाँ कुछ तो है. Even I can tell you, I was to not have prasad also. ये तो मैं पहले सब स्पाइसी वो खाता था. ये बोलता है यार क्या फीका फीका खाती है तो गले से नहीं उतरेगा. कोई पूछता था प्रभु जी प्रसाद ले लिया क्या, मैं हाथ धोता था, बोलता यस प्रभु जी प्रसाद ले लिया. But I used to never have prasad. But now it's a different. I will have prasad, nothing else. But still, so then that analogy clicked me, and from there I started to enter. Then again I completed course. I've gone to the counselor, and things grow. Then I find it very good. Then still I was not finding any good answer like the analogy of Shivji. कि अरे वो दूध और दही वाला. I was not satisfied. Then things come up. Then I heard the skanda like Sati. Then that time I find, what is the role of Shiva and what is Krishna? Then I was satisfied, and then I completed my journey. I started my journey towards Krishna conscious. Still, I can tell you when Saraswati, even my first initiation was done, I always thank Shivji. I go there, I do Abhishek. Even my Brahman initiation, I thanks him. So I still prefer, and whenever there are a lecture about Shivji, I'm the first one to listen, and I'm very happy. And even I always like to glorify Shivji also. But again, in the mode that he is a Vaishnav Yatanam. That's what. But I have love for Krishna, and I still love Shivji. So it's like how you balance yourself and you grow. So this is how I came to Krishna conscious. But to maintain in Krishna conscious is very difficult. Doing bhakti is simple, but to be with devotees slightly difficult, but not impossible. So I do try to serve devotee and try to get myself accommodated. Like still, whatever I am here or still now, all because of devotee. I think I've answered that.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your answer. Thank you so much.
I hope I'm not bombarding all what I find it. I think I am answering you in a proper mode because I told I force my point on people.
No, it was very
So I don't
interesting.
think
It was very interesting. We all have gone through similar things, Prabhuji, but this was very interesting. Your story is very, very interesting.
my story is that my Guru Maharaj has been merciful on me and I'm here. That's what. All because of his mercy. I don't think so. Anyone would like to be such a person in Krishna conscious. So it's our Guru Maharaj Kripa or devotees which have what we say, they have उन्होंने मेरे को सहन किया कितना. I can understand like how is to trouble devotees with my questions, sometimes with my behaviors, sometimes my tantrums, but they have accepted and they have accepted me. So that's why.
Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhu, so much. This is such a sweet way to sweet mood, and the reality actually that we are all products of the mercy of our Gurudev, mercy of Srila Prabhupada. And apart from that, there is nothing really that is ours. So that is the best mood to have, and that is the best consciousness to have. Thank you for reminding us about that. And yeah, but overall, I think we'll start wrapping up now. But thank you very much, Prabhu, for the class. You started wonderfully about decoding relationships, and it's not like you started off just with very lofty things like relationship between Krishna and his devotee. You just started with a very simple example of your dealings with your father, and then how you beautifully explained Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojan, how that sambandha not just means relationship with Krishna, but even relationships with other devotees that we have, right? So how they are like the soil which help hold the water that we that is our love and devotional service towards Krishna, which is the water that we provide. So wonderful. And then yeah, you also one other thing I loved is you spoke about Shikshashtakam also, the how the 8 verses, the 1 to 5 is Sambandha, 6 to 8 is Prayojan, and all the 8 verses are actually they talk about Abhideya. So overall, yeah, it was such a nice class, and the Q&A was superb. That was like the icing on the cake. And yeah, I mean, today's cake was smaller and the icing was large, but that's how I like cakes with more icing. So thank you so much, Prabhu, and we hope to invite you more and hear from you more, and that will nourish us in our Krishna consciousness, surely.
Thank you.
Thank you. So
Thank
yeah,
you, Prabhu. I'm really honored by serving you. I think I will tell, like I tell Saraswati, he, Gaur Kumar Prabhu is very near to Guru Maharaj. He's very intellectual. So, like, I think you have been more fortunate, more fortunate. So that's why I always love about you. And whenever I speak to Saraswati, she tells about you. I've heard about you. I've just read one story about that, but I can understand like how you put the point across.
Daddy,
So please, Prabhu, pray for me.
I-
Whatever I've said, I'm able to apply in my life. That's what I can tell.
Oh, Prabhu, you should pray for us, Prabhuji. So there's so much to learn from you, and yeah, the biggest inspiration is how you're always available to serve in the temple, and it's not easy to do this cooking seva, and it's a big inspiration for us. We'll never be able to do that kind of seva, but please, if you pray for us, then there is some hope for us. So thank you.
You find sometimes this seva is difficulty, Prabhu. Yesterday I was to be for my birthday at 7:30, but yesterday some meeting cancelled and some devotee doesn't come. So there were 140 people's prasad was remaining. So we have to not waste it. We have to do food for life and everything. And then
Oh,
I came at 10:30 at home. So there are some difficulty in families also with seva. So I
oh,
could say balance that.
ah, wonderful. Jai, thank you, Prabhu. With that, we can end now.
Yes, Prabhu.
वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यो च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
Pranam,
वैष्णवेभ्यो
Vaishnav.
नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय।
Jai.
प्रेस दयानिधि कृष्ण प्रभु की जय।
Jai.
Gaur Kumar Prabhu and the team of Krishna House ki jai.
हरे बोल, हरे कृष्ण।
Hare
Jai.
Krishna. Yes. Thank you, Prabhu. I will take a leave.
हरि
Hare
हरि।
Krishna.
Very good.